Hi mummies and daddies, boys and girls, it's me, your friend, Mr Hullabaloo, the magical storyteller. Merry Christmas to you all. I thought it would be nice to stop by to tell you all a lovely Christmas story. This story is called The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, in a little storybook village, there lived a shoemaker. He was very kind, but he was very, very poor. He had no shoes left to sell in his shop. But one night, as he looked out of the window, he noticed the Christmas star in the sky, and he made a wish. Well, that night, boys and girls, something wonderful happened. As the clock struck 12, bong! Down the chimney pot came Santa Claus's little elves. They picked up the hammers and they began to hammer, hammer, hammer. They stitched and sewed, and they made lots and lots of shoes to fill the shoemaker's shop. The next morning when the shoemaker woke up, what a surprise! He could hardly believe his eyes. There on the workbench where the leather once sat, there were brand new shoes sitting on the mat. The shoemaker was so amazed to see a crowd outside his shop the next morning. Everyone had come from far and wide to buy a nice pair of shoes. Night after night, the same thing happened. He would fall fast asleep, and there would be silver shoes on the second night and golden ones upon the third. The shoemaker was puzzled. He really wanted to know who was helping him to make all those shoes. So the next night, instead of going to bed, he hid inside the cupboard instead. Sure enough, as the clock struck 12, into the shop came Santa's elves. Now the shoemaker wanted to do something kind to say thank you to the little elves. So he began to make the elves some little tiny presents. He made them some little tiny elf clothes and some elf shoes as well. The next night when the elves arrived in the shop, the shoemaker said, "Surprise!" The elves put on their new shoes and their new sets of clothes, and whoosh, up the chimney pot they rose. As they rose up the chimney and way out of sight, they said, "Merry Christmas to one and all, and to all a good night." Merry Christmas, everyone, from all your friends here in the Kingdom of Hullabaloo. Goodbye, everyone. Merry Christmas.